If 2020 was a total disaster, and 2021 was a year of cautious recovery and streaming experimentation, 2022 is the year Hollywood returned to normalcy. While there may be a sequel or two on the list, the most of the top movies in 2022 are original works, which is remarkable given how popular reboots and remakes are right now. This list of the top 9 films was compiled using 2 criteria: high ratings and box office performance. Write the 10th movie in the comments you would include in this rating. Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery. In 2019, Rian Johnson stunned viewers with his murder mystery film Knives Out, and many feared he couldn't do it again. These fears were unfounded, as the sequel Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery, outperformed all predictions throughout its week-long theatrical run. Glass Onion, which was released on Netflix, follows Daniel Craig's investigator Benoit Blanc as he travels to picturesque Greece to uncover the death of Helen Brand's sister. The sequel, like its predecessor, has an all-star cast, including Dave Bautista, Edward Norton, Kathryn Hahn, and Kate Hudson. However, it is not simply the actors that contributes to the success of this enthralling mystery. Like the previous film, all twists and turns are disclosed only at the conclusion of the film during Blanc's logical monologue, and the solution to the riddle is concealed in plain sight. Glass Onion has received largely good reviews, with many complimenting Rian Johnson's direction and the whole plot, making it one of the finest movies of 2022. All Quiet on the Western Front. This film is based on the novel of the same name by the German writer Erich Maria Remarque. The events of the film unfold in 1917. Germany surrendered its position during World War I, but continued sending thousands of soldiers to the front. Not long ago, Paul Baumer was at school, and now he goes off to war with his friends, plucked from their carefree adolescent lives. The boys are unaware of the horror of war and romanticize the war effort to some extent, but they have to grow up in the real meat grinder quickly. In 1930, Hollywood made a movie based on the book. It was a fantastic movie that captured well the horrors that Remarque portrayed in his book. It deservedly won 2 Oscars. All Quiet on the Western Front has taken the world by storm, as the Netflix film is being lauded as a stunning and searing World War I drama. As awards season is nearing, the movie is getting a ton of buzz, and some are even calling it a potential Best Picture winner, cementing it as an all-time great war film. Elvis. Elvis has entered the domestic box office top 10 for 2022. The film, which is a maximalist biopic of Elvis Presley starring Austin Butler as the iconic crooner, was helmed by Moulin Rouge, Romeo and Juliet director Baz Luhrmann. The film follows Elvis from his origins in a poor Mississippi family to the decadence of his later career before his death, tracking his life through the eyes of his manipulative manager Colonel Tom Parker. Elvis has now surpassed $286 million at the worldwide box office. This total has landed in the top 15 worldwide films of the year, just ahead of Bullet Train, Morbius, and Scream. Everything Everywhere All at Once is 2022's most imaginative action movie that follows a laundromat owner who is being hassled by the IRS when she discovers that she can connect with versions of herself in parallel universes. Everything Everywhere All at Once seamlessly stretches across genres, with comedy, action, sci-fi, and romance all expertly blended into a satisfyingly absurd triumph. Despite the small budget of $25 million, the picture has collected more than $100 million. The score is also impressive and one of the highest of any film released in 2022. Film offers viewers an alternative to the in-fashion multiverse blockbusters like the MCU, and does so in a way that is smarter and more polished than the likes of Marvel Studios, making it a genuine candidate to be the first sci-fi Best Picture winner. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Chadwick Boseman's terrible death cast a pall over the Black Panther franchise, but Black Panther, Wakanda Forever soldiered on, with astounding consequences. Black Panther 2 is one of the top movies of 2022, retaining the majority of the cast from the previous film. Tennakerta's Namor, king of the undersea planet of Talokan, threatens to bring Wakanda to its knees in the Marvel Cinematic Universe film. Black Panther 2 is the sixth highest earning picture of 2022, making a whopping $805 million worldwide. The film had the third largest box office debut during the epidemic era, grossing significantly more than expected. Positive reviews for Black Panther 2 catapulted the picture even farther into the spotlight, with critics hailing the film as a great triumph for Phase 4 of the MCU. Throughout the film, Chadwick Boseman was suitably eulogized, commemorating the first actor to assume the Black Panther outfit. Wakanda Forever is arguably one of the finest movies in 2022, thanks to the meticulous handling of the legacy, high-octane action, and amazing cinematography. Bullet Train was one of the biggest hits at the summer box office when it was released this past August. Brad Pitt and Sandra Bullock teamed up once again, after their last partnership in The Lost City. Plus, the action comedy comes from director David Leitch, who is known for previously directing Deadpool 2 and Atomic Blonde. Based on the Japanese bestseller novel, Mariah Beetle by Kotaro Isaka, Bullet Train follows a hard-on-luck assassin, Ladybug, who's sent by his handler, Mariah Beetle, on a train from Tokyo with the simple task of stealing a briefcase with dangerous content. But his assignment isn't that cut and dried. Ladybug learns that there are a lot more people on the train looking for the same briefcase. According to reports, Brad Pitt's action comedy thriller has so far collected $103 million domestically and $135 million overseas, for a worldwide total of $239 million. Sony Pictures has paid Brad Pitt $20 million for his role in this film. Talking about the critical response, then the Bullet Train received a 7.3 IMDB rating based on 234K votes. Batman. Will Matt Reeves' The Batman, starring Robert Pattinson as the Caped Crusader, measure up to the tremendous excitement generated by trailers? Naturally, it would. The Batman, which benefits from complete franchise isolation and a distinct lack of Bruce Wayne origin story, shows DC's Dark Knight like never before, an angst-ridden rookie tearing Gotham City apart, not yet the polished article Batman movies usually depict, making it one of the best movies of 2022. The Batman's moody tone, combined with Matt Reeves and Peter Craig's detective noir script, also contributes to this injection of superhero movie freshness, while standout performances from Zoe Kravitz as Selina Kyle, Paul Dano as the Riddler, and Colin Farrell as the Penguin add class and depth to Greig Fraser's beautiful cinematography, transforming Gotham into a character all its own. Although a sequel hasn't been formally greenlit, it's simply a matter of time. Avatar: The Way of Water. It's been nearly a decade since the original Avatar film, which has many wondering why Avatar 2 took so long. James Cameron, on the other hand, established that Avatar: The Way of Water was well worth the wait. Jake Sully returns to Pandora, where he raises a family with Neytiri. Avatar 2 introduces a new Na'vi clan known as the Metkenya, a water-dwelling tribe that joins forces with Sully and the Na'vi to combat a familiar adversary. Avatar 2 is definitely one of the top movies in 2022 based only on its stunning aesthetics. James Cameron spent his time studying and making underwater CGI, and Pandora appears more wonderful than ever. The extra time between the first film and the sequel allowed screenwriters to craft a spellbinding tale. Originally, an Avatar sequel was intended to be released in 2013, but it's better that it came out in 2022. Technology has improved greatly since the film's first release date, and the CGI weaved throughout the James Cameron picture is breathtaking. Avatar: The Way of Water easily makes the list of the top movies of 2022 since it is a cinematic masterpiece. Top Gun: Maverick is the most breathtaking action movie of the year. Tom Cruise's reappearance as Captain Pete Maverick Mitchell was all too easy to dismiss. Top Gun is a cinematic classic, but only because of its unabashedly era-specific style of movie cheese and consequent cultural influence. 36 years since the original, Maverick puts Captain Mitchell through his hardest test yet as he teaches a young group of pilots to fly an impossible mission while he battles with the traumatic death of his best friend Goose. The sequel was well worth the wait, earning this year's biggest box office and becoming Tom Cruise's first movie to make over $1 billion. Top Gun: Maverick rewards Top Gun fans and is also a joy to watch for newcomers thanks to its jaw-dropping jet stunts and emotive storyline, making it the best movie of 2022.